Before steel or concrete, humanity's oldest ally was the earth itself. For millennia, our ancestors saw the ground not just as a surface, but as a source of protection, shielding them from wind, sun, and cold. Across the world, people dug into hillsides and soil to create homes, from Japan's pit houses to Cappadocia's underground cities. This wasn't primitive ignorance, but a sophisticated survival strategy, using earth as the ultimate building material. In Britain, after the fall of Rome, newcomers faced a wild, uncertain land and turned to this ancient technique. They adapted it to the British climate, creating the Grubenhaus, or pit house, a symbol of resilience. These humble, sunken dwellings tell a story of adaptation and community, not just architecture. By digging just a few feet down, early Anglo-Saxons found warmth, safety, and a way to root their culture in new soil. Their legacy isn't in grand monuments, but in the enduring wisdom of the earth. In the early 5th century, Britain's Roman order vanished almost overnight. Roads crumbled, towns emptied, and grand villas were abandoned to weeds. The island fractured into small kingdoms ruled by local warlords. Into this chaos came new settlers, Angles, Saxons and Jutes, crossing the North Sea in search of land. They weren't city builders like the Romans, but farmers and craftspeople from marshy, windswept homelands. The Roman stone towns felt alien, cold, hard to maintain, and unsuited to their way of life. Instead, these newcomers built with what they knew: timber, thatch, and earth. They settled near water, on well-drained soil, and let forests reclaim the old Roman world. Their arrival marked the start of a new era, the birth of England. The landscape changed, not with stone, but with the quiet spread of earth-built homes. These settlements were practical, sustainable, and deeply connected to the land. The Saxons' approach was about survival, not grandeur. In their hands, Britain became a patchwork of villages, each rooted in the soil. The Anglo-Saxons needed homes fast, so they built Grubenhäuser, simple, sunken pit houses. Each was a rectangular pit, about a metre deep, dug into well-drained soil. These pits, still visible as dark stains today, formed the heart of villages across early Saxon England. Why dig? The earth provided natural insulation, cool in summer, warm in winter, saving precious firewood. The low profile sheltered families from fierce winds, while the solid earth walls made the structure stable and secure. These weren't crude hovels, but clever engineering, using local materials and environmental know-how. The Grubenhaus was a practical, efficient answer to the challenges of a new land. It was survival, science, and tradition, all in one. Building a Grubenhaus started with teamwork, digging a pit about 4 by 3 meters, up to a metre deep. The excavated earth was piled around the edges for extra insulation. 2 sturdy posts were set at each end, supporting a ridgepole, the backbone of the roof. Rafters leaned against the ridgepole, forming a simple A-frame. Flexible branches were woven between rafters to create a wattle framework. The roof was then thickly thatched with reeds, straw, or heather, making it waterproof and well insulated. Sometimes turf covered the lower roof for added protection. The floor was usually beaten earth, or sometimes planked if the ground was damp. No metal fixings were needed, just wood, skill, and local materials. In a few days, a family could build a snug, weatherproof shelter from what the land provided. The Grubenhaus was a model of efficiency and sustainability. Life inside a Grubenhaus was busy and communal. Many served as workshops, especially for weaving, thanks to the humid, sunken floor that kept fibers from snapping. Archaeologists often find loom weights here, evidence of textile production at the heart of the household economy. These homes were also natural larders, keeping food cool and safe from pests. At night, families slept together in the insulated warmth, with a small hearth for heat and light. Smoke drifted out through the thatch, and the space was smoky, dim, but alive with activity. Privacy was rare, life was shared, close-knit, and productive. The Grubenhaus was a hub for cooking, mending, storytelling, and survival. It was more than shelter, it was the engine room of daily life. Adapted perfectly to its time and place, it met every need under one roof. The Grubenhaus idea, using earth for shelter, echoes across history. WWI soldiers built dugouts in trenches for warmth and safety, just as Saxons did centuries before. American pioneers on the prairies stacked sod to build insulated homes when timber was scarce. These earth shelters, like the Grubenhaus, were ingenious responses to harsh environments. Today, architects revisit these principles with earth-sheltered homes, built into hillsides, using soil for insulation and energy efficiency. Modern versions slash energy bills and environmental impact, proving ancient wisdom still works. From Viking pit houses to Tolkien's hobbit holes, living with the earth has enduring appeal. It's about security, warmth, and a deep connection to nature. The Grubenhaus stands in a long tradition of innovation, simple, effective, and sustainable. It's not primitive, but a blueprint for survival. The earth remains our oldest and perhaps best building partner. The genius of the Grubenhaus is in its use of thermal mass. The earth acts as a giant heat battery, absorbing warmth by day, releasing it at night. A meter below ground, temperatures stay steady year-round, around 10 to 12 degrees Celsius in England. This thermal flywheel means less firewood is needed to stay warm. The Earth's insulation slows heat loss, trapping warmth inside like a thick blanket. Earthen banks and turf roofs boost this effect, making the home energy efficient. The sunken design also blocks noise and resists high winds, quiet, stable, and secure. Unlike timber houses, a Grubenhaus is almost immovable in a storm. One material, earth, delivers warmth, peace, and protection through simple science. It's a holistic design perfectly tuned to its environment. As Anglo-Saxon society prospered, Grubenhäuser faded, replaced by grand timber halls. Earth-sheltered living was seen as old-fashioned, even a sign of poverty. But as we face climate change, the logic of the Grubenhaus is making a comeback. Modern architects are rediscovering Earth's natural insulation and thermal mass. Working with nature, not against it, is now a leap forward in sustainable design. The Grubenhaus teaches us that simple local solutions can be the most enduring. These sunken shelters are more than archaeological curiosities. They're blueprints for resilience. The wisdom buried in the earth still has much to teach us today.